Works in progress. So that's my focus today. I have been watching other YouTubers talk about their works in progress, and I realize that I probably have way too many of these. To sit here and even share with you how many works in progress I have would probably just be obnoxious, which is saying something about me, and I'm not sure if that's that I take on too much or that I need to finish what I start sooner or that I just have a lot on my plate. Let's go with the last one. I just have a lot on my plate. So some of my works in progress. One, this channel. I've noticed that most of the things that I've done so far with dancewear and knits are my favorite. I think maybe that's your favorite thing too. And like I say, the channel being a work in progress means that I'm here not doing tutorials, not doing reviews necessarily, but they are happening by way of I'm sharing and I'm showing and I'm doing. So you might learn something, and you probably will know how I feel about a product or things, or even about a project. So I guess that's kind of review-ish, maybe. But I want to know what you want to see. I want to know what things I can do that are helpful to me, because I'm learning on this journey, trying to figure out what my niche is, where I want to be. Still, every time I say the word niche, want to say niche, but it makes me feel kind of presumptuous, like I think I'm fancy, and I'm not. So that's number one, work in progress, this channel. So tell me what you want. If you subscribe, I want to know, because I don't want to be putting out videos to my subscribers that they really don't want to see. Okay, so if you don't subscribe and tell me what you want to see, and then we can kind of create a balance together. So this channel, that's one. And yeah, my hair, that's obviously a work in progress. So I did this thing last year where I shaved my head, and it's growing. But you always get to that point, you know, where your hair is growing, and then I can't believe I'm calling my hair a work in progress, but I think it's always a work in progress. I shaved my head because I wanted to not have the hair that was there. It was really bad, and shaving it seemed better at the time. And I don't mind my head shaved. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like I shaved my head. It was an awful thing. I love my hair super, super, super really short. Kind of this close to shaving my head again. Maybe this close to shaving my head again. I'm really considering it, because I want to get all of this off so we can see what kind of color underneath is coming through. I always wanted white hair. I always wanted my hair to be white like my great-grandmother's. My aunts have that hair. My grandmother had that hair. I haven't been that lucky yet. So I have like 5 grays that stick out here, and then the rest is kind of mousy and a little bit of blonde here and there. So if I shave it, it might be scary, but it also might be fun. Okay, moving on to what my actual works in progress are, besides my hair and me as a human being. I'm always a work in progress. Me as a human being, I think that will be a work in progress until the day that I die. So what I thought I would do today is I'm going to, because I like to time-lapse things, I'm going to gather the works in progress that I have here in this chilly workshop. I have more at home, but I'm going to gather those. I'm going to gather the ones that are here, pile them up, and if I feel like there's anything that you guys might want to see that might be of interest, maybe I'll slow it down and show you, or maybe I'll just blow through the whole thing in a time lapse like I usually do. But we had a problem with that last time with my volume changing, again pointing to the idea that this channel is a work in progress. All right, here we go.
Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Okay, so as I was gathering things, I realized that part of what I'm working on right now and today, besides all of the junk that I just hauled in behind me, is that I have a bunch of boxes that just came that were next door, and I had them brought over so that I can open them. I mean, you know, why not stop and open up some boxes? We discussed that I was going to get some more leotard patterns maybe, and some fabric, and work on another leotard, because again, like I said, I keep gravitating toward the leotards and knitting projects. Working with four-way stretch has kind of been a fun thing, so I've ordered a bunch more. So let's open the boxes, maybe.
Don't forget to give me one to like and subscribe. That rhymes too.
So what this looks like to me is that I have just added to all of the works in progress behind me. And what I didn't show you is what I bought on my way home today. Just some more yarn and some foam. Just a few things. But I guess I need to get back to showing you what I have that I just brought into this room. Now, I'm not bringing half of the things in. Do you like that? Is that a good shot? My hand right there? Half of the things in that I have in the other room, because I just realized that if I did that, this would be a 45-minute video. And I don't think you want to watch a 45-minute video. So what should I show you first? Okay, chairs. You can see chairs behind me, and I'm not going to pick things up and show you. What I have back there is a collection of my great aunt's chairs that I started to recover for my dad beginning of the pandemic. Foam. I couldn't find foam that I needed to finish them. So I have a few more that I was able to pick the foam up for today. That's part of what I got in my haul today, is just foam. There's another chair. You can see this little guy behind me in the green. I'm not even going to pick him up, but he is for someone else. I finally got the foam for him. So I need to get these done this weekend, I believe. Now, these guys down here, you can see the difference in color between these and these right here. They were about the same, and my dad sandblasted them years and years ago. Yes, he sandblasted them, but hey, gives me a nice, easy, fresh start to work with here. So these chairs, I think I'm going to get done this weekend. On top of that, we have right here in these bread pans, because not only do I love to make bread and have a million pans, but they were great for works in progress. So I've got cut masks, a lot of masks. Now, I had promised myself, after I made thousands and thousands and thousands of masks for different organizations back in the spring. Number one, I didn't want to sell masks, because when all of that started, everyone was just like, oh, we need masks. What do we do? So when we all were making them, I didn't want to sell them. I just wanted to give them away. And then I promised myself I didn't want to make any more. And we're still wearing them. So I'm going to finish those up, and then I think I will make some more. I will do that. So they're there. Not all that interesting. I think what's more interesting is all this leotard fabric that I just unwrapped. But since it's really not in progress, we'll talk about that later. Let's see what else I have. Jewelry. Okay. So for my birthday, I bought myself a bunch of acrylic jewelry making stuff. It's here. It's so heavy. I'm just going to grab a couple pieces. Hold on. So I have tons of this stuff that I made that is dried flowers in there. You see those guys? Stuff that I made with things out of the yard, like these guys. Can you see that? Kind of. It's a silver dollar honesty seed in there. Just all kinds of these guys. And then once I made them, I discovered that they don't pour Perfectly level, I mean, I guess they could pour perfectly level. It's supposed to be self-leveling, but some of mine didn't. So I want to sand them down, because there is a process that's not too hard to sand these down, and make them nice, and then you can put more acrylic on them to shine up the spots if it's not, if you haven't sanded it perfectly. So I have a ton of that I need to finish. I want to finish. Like I said, it was my birthday present to myself to play with this stuff because I thought it was super fun, and it is really super fun. But it's in progress, and I've never actually really like finished a piece. I have a daughter who took a couple of the pieces and made earrings out of them. They're kind of rough, but that's that. So I have that in a big pile. Now there's other jewelry stuff here as well, which I haven't even gotten out of the box, like ring making things to make rings that I've never even gotten out of the box, that coincidentally my husband bought me for my birthday. So I bought this stuff for my birthday. He bought that for my birthday. I don't generally buy myself birthday presents, but I just kind of bought it that week and thought it would be fun and ended up doing it on my birthday, so we're considering it a birthday present. So let me put these back and see what else I have. Two baskets of embroidery that I've started and haven't finished. I thought they might be kind of a fun time-lapsey thing to do too at some point. I think they're it's kind of relaxing to watch, don't you think? It's relaxing to do also. But I need like relaxing time to be able to do that. But I have, why do you start more than one? You tell me. I actually will tell you why I started more than one, because I was waiting outside of an appointment for my dad, who has been mentioned a lot in this video. He was in a long chemo session, so I started one, and then another time I was gone and I didn't have another one, so I got another one and I started another one, and then those were at Dad's, and so I started another one at home, and because you can't go in the hospital now. You have to stay out during the pandemic unless you are the patient a lot of times. So they facilitate getting him in and out with me, and then we're done. So 2 baskets of these guys are works in progress. All right, let's see. A blanket. I have a little blanket. I'm just going to reach back because I'm not going to take the time to show you every single thing that's here. A little blanket. And then in these 2 baskets that are there, that is mostly full of yarn projects that need to be finished. I'm not the world's best crocheter, admittedly. And some of the things that I started on the knitting machine, like if I lost a stitch and I wanted to take it off and fix it, it was shorter than say it would need to be to make a beanie or an infinity scarf, which I'm going to try. I haven't tried one of them yet because the one I dropped the stitch on, so I had to restart that guy. So that's what those 2 baskets are full of. There's a hat in there that was a little too small that has a specific pom-pom on that I need to get to the same person that wanted the hat that was too small. So then I have the larger size hat that I have to put the pom-pom on. Those are there. Again, I'm not going to dig them all out and show every single thing to you, but this is just an idea of what's going on. So now that you see that there are a lot of things, I think we're going to go back to this guy and my knitting machine. I want to, like I said, do an infinity scarf. I want to make the perfect leotard pattern. I have a lot of little dresses that I make for my 7-year-old daughter that's also out of this knit fabric, and I call them baby batwing dresses. I just cut them in one piece. It's not a huge batwing per se or dolman sleeve kind of thing, but it's just one piece, so I call them her baby batwing dresses because they're comfy and she likes to run around in those sweatpants or 1800s Victorian dresses complete with a pinafore and bonnet. Yeah, that's my kid. So I think this is where we're going to go back to for now. So in the meantime, I'm going to get back to the imminent works in progress, which aren't projects. I guess even though they are projects, because this channel is sort of a pet project. Again, it's a channel that's here to help me try to figure out what I want to do and find my thing. And I want you guys to tell me. I really do want to hear from you, and tell me what things would be fun for you, because I have so many things on my plate at the moment. So many other kinds of things at home and bigger DIY projects. This whole house is a DIY project. The house that I live in is I've been in it for 20 years. It's 140 some years old. That's a work in progress. So I have a lot of things going on. So tell me what you want to see. And I'll either start it new, because why not, or finish something that's here.